Hello my dear students, hope that all of you are doing good and taking a good care of your health during this lockdown period, during this time of epidemic COVID-19. Please stay at home. Today I am going to begin class 9th mathematics, and the first chapter of class 9 mathematics is number system. Number system is the first chapter of almost all the classes, and you might have studied many of the terms of number system in the smaller classes also. What is this number system all about? It is about different types of numbers that we come across on a number line. In the very beginning, the scientists or mathematicians did not know much about the different types of numbers. So these different types of numbers were discovered step by step. So in smaller classes, you might have studied about many of these types, and finally in class 9, we are coming to the last type of numbers, so the entire number system is completed. You may study its continuation in class 10th first chapter. Okay, now coming to the topic. As I told you, number system is all about different types of numbers. In the very beginning, number system started with natural numbers. So the first type of numbers that were discovered is natural numbers. Natural numbers is represented by capital letter N. And what are natural numbers? All the counting numbers starting from 1 and up to infinity. So what are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. All the counting numbers from 1 up to infinity are called natural numbers, and its symbol is capital N. Second type of number is called whole numbers. Whole numbers is represented by the symbol capital W. Whole number is nothing but 0 plus natural number. 0 was discovered later. So, when 0 was discovered, including 0, the natural number plus 0 is called whole numbers. So, whole numbers can be expressed as 0 plus n, 0 plus natural numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity is called whole numbers. Then, the third type of number is integers. Later on, mathematicians came to know that there are not only this 0, 1, 2, 3 numbers, but there are negative numbers also. So what are integers? All the negative numbers plus 0 plus positive numbers are called integers. So we can say integer is represented by the symbol capital Z. So integer can be expressed as W plus negative numbers. Whole number plus negative numbers is integers. So minus 1, 2, 3 dash dash up to infinity, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. These are called integers. Then comes later on, mathematicians again came to know that not only these integers, but there are some more numbers. And what are they? They are called rational numbers. Rational numbers are represented by the symbol Q, capital Q. And you might have studied in smaller classes, rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q. Any number that can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where Q not equal to 0, denominator not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. For example, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, minus 4 upon 5, minus 6 upon 7, etc. One more thing, all the natural numbers are also rational numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to infinity. They are all rational numbers also. Why? Every number, every natural number can be expressed with denominator 1. So 1 can be represented as 1 upon 1, 2 can be written as 2 upon 1, 3 upon 1, 4 upon 1, 5 upon 1. So remember, every natural number is also a rational number. Now what about 0? 0 is also a rational number because 0 also can be represented as 0 upon 1. So this is all about rational numbers. Symbol capital Q. Any number that can be expressed in the form of P upon Q, where denominator Q is not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Now, the last type of numbers about which you have not yet studied is irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? The numbers which are not rational are irrational. So, you must understand one more point. Natural number, whole number, integers. All these three type of numbers will come in rational number. Every natural number is a rational number. Every whole number is also rational number. Every integer is also rational number. So these three category can be combined together to rational number. So we can say number system can be divided into two types, rational number and irrational number. Rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of P upon Q. So what are irrational numbers? In P upon Q, remember, where P and Q are integers. A very important point. Rational numbers are those numbers which can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. Don't forget about that condition. P and Q must be integers and Q should not be 0. Now what are irrational numbers? All those numbers which are not rational are called irrational number. So what all type numbers will come in irrational number? For example, surds. What are called surds? Root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, etc. are irrational numbers. Why? They can also be represented as root 2 upon 1. So root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, etc. Root 2 can be represented as root 2 upon 1, but it is not rational. Why? Because root 2 is not an integer. In P upon Q form, P and Q both must be integers. Root 2 can be written as root 2 upon 1. 1 is okay, 1 is an integer. But root 2 is not an integer. So, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6 type numbers are not rational, they are irrational. Actually, this chapter is more about irrational numbers because already you have studied about these 4 types numbers in the previous classes. So, in class 9, we will be discussing more about irrational numbers. So, in the coming exercise also, we will study more about irrational numbers. So, the basic or the starting is that all the numbers that cannot be expressed in the form of P upon Q are called irrational numbers. So, we can say there are two types of numbers, rational and irrational. The numbers which are not rational are irrational. Clear? Now, all these 5 types of numbers together is called real numbers. Real numbers. And the symbol is capital R. So natural number, whole number, integer, rational number, irrational number, all these types numbers together is called real numbers, capital R. So all the types of numbers that you can see on a number line can be given a single name, real number, or every point of a number line represent some or the other real number. That number can be a natural number or whole number or integer or rational number or irrational number. all these type of numbers together has given the name real number. So, any type of number on the number line is called real number. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now, once again you go through this. Okay, now let's do the first exercise of NCERT Mathematics class 9, that is exercise 1.1. Question number 1. Is 0 a rational number? Is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0? The answer is yes. I told you in the introduction, 0 is a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 upon 1 or 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, 0 upon any number, because you know that 0 upon anything is 0. So remember, 0 is a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 upon any integer. So first question, yes, 0 is a rational number. Can you express it in P upon Q form? Yes. Example, 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3 or anything. Question number 2. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. See. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. First thing, 3 can be written as 3 upon 1 and 4 can be written as 4 upon 1. The first thing that I have done is, I have converted both these integers into rational form because we have to find 6 rational number between them. So the first step, if the given numbers are not in rational form, you have to make it into rational form. How? By putting denominator 1. So 3 became 3 upon 1, 4 became 4 upon 1. Now we have to find 6 rational number between these two. The easiest method for finding any number of rational number between the given two number is that multiply the numerator and denominator of both the given numbers by one more than the required number of answers. For example, here we are asked to find 6 rational numbers between these two numbers. So we will multiply the first number and the second numbers numerator and denominator by 7, one more than 6. So 3 upon 1 can be written as 3 into 7 upon 1 into 7. 4 upon 1 can be written as 4 into 7 upon 1 into 7. That is 21 upon 7 and 28 upon 7. Now you can see both of the denominators are same. There will be exactly 6. 6 will be the difference between the numerators of these two numbers. Therefore, the required rational numbers are the required rational numbers are 22 upon 7, 23 upon 7, 24 upon 7, 25 upon 7, 26 upon 7 and 27 upon 7. See, 21 to 28. How many numbers are there? 6. 22 upon 7, 23 upon 7, 24 upon 7, 25 upon 7, 26 upon 7, 27 upon 7. There are exactly 6 rational numbers between these two. So these are the 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. This is a very easy method. It may differ from the method that is given in your NCERT book, but this is more easier than any other method. Remember and practice it. Got it? Now let's see the next question. Question number 3. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. 5 rational number between 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. It is easier than the previous question because the previous question was first converted into rational form. It is already in rational form. 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5. And you are asked to find 5 rational numbers. So you have to multiply the numerator and denominator of both the numbers by 6. 3 into 6 upon 5 into 6. 4 into 6 upon 5 into 6. That is 18 upon 30. 20 upon 30. Sorry. 3 into 6, 18 upon 30. 4 into 6, 24 upon 30. You got all the numbers. 19 upon 30, 20 upon 30, 21, 22, 23. Got the answer. Okay. So the method is same as the previous one. But now I may tell you another question where the denominators are different. So if the denominators are equal, you have to multiply numerator and denominator by 1 more than the required number of answer. Then automatically you can see exact the required numbers as the difference between their numerators. So write down those numbers. Now I am showing you another question where the denominators are different. Say the question is find 5 rational numbers between 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 5. Now you have to convert both these numbers into the same denominator. How? By taking the LCM. By taking the LCM of the denominator, change both the numbers into the same denominator. So 3 upon 4 can be written as 4 and 5 LCM 20. So 3 will become 3 into 5 50. Here 4 upon 5 will become LCM 20. 4 into 4 60. Now you see the numbers are changed into 15 upon 20 and 16 upon 20. Now repeat the same thing as I taught earlier. Multiply the numerator and denominator of both these rational numbers by 6. If we need 5 rational number between them, multiply both numerator and denominator by 6. So only one change. If the denominators of the given numbers are not same, by taking their LCM, change it in the same denominator and repeat the same method as we have discussed earlier. Now question number 4. It is a true and false question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reason for your answer. Question number 1. Every natural number is a whole number. Do you remember the previous thought? Every natural number is whole number. It is true. Because the first step was natural number. And what is whole number? 0 plus natural number is called whole number. So all natural numbers will come in whole number also. Okay. First line was natural number. Then whole number. Then integers, then dash dash. So as you go up, you can see every this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. So every whole number is natural number is true. Second, every integer is a whole number. Every integer is a whole number is false. Why? In integers there are negative numbers also. In integers there are negative numbers also. But in whole number there is no negative number. So every integer is not whole number. This statement is false. Third one, every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number is a whole number. This is also false. For example, 1 upon 2 is a rational number, but it is not a whole number. 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5, all these are rational numbers, but none of them are whole numbers. So this statement is also false. That's all for today. We have finished exercise 1.1. So introduction is given. All the questions are solved. You may try similar questions to do by yourself, and please discuss your doubts with me. Thank you.